Hi guys, and welcome back to Leslie Through the Looking Glass. For those of you that are new here, hi, my name is Leslie. For my returning viewers, as always, thank you so much for coming back to support my channel. So I'm back with a Mental Health Monday. I sat here for probably 15 minutes staring at my own picture in the video before deciding if I was actually going to film or not. I've been MIA for a couple weeks. Last week I was really sick. We got home from Disney over the weekend and we were all sick. I'm still congested and coughing. I'm so sorry. And I'm feeling better, but it's still just annoying. And last week I was very sick. Not COVID, according to my at-home test that I took, but yeah, a week before that we were in Disney, so obviously I didn't film. I wasn't sure if I was going to film today because I am not in a good headspace today. My mental health is not in a good place today. But that's also why I felt like I should film today. Lately, everything's been going fine, right? Like, most of my videos have been like smooth sailing, like no like huge peaks, no huge valleys. I was doing pretty good. As far as controlling my anxiety, I still feel like I'm doing okay. What I'm not doing okay with is feeling confident about my self-worth at this point. I just am taking what other people are saying and applying it to a very negative space in my head right now. Life is hard, and you know, I do my best to be honest and open. I do my best to be authentic to myself, while still trying to communicate effectively. But, you know, everybody communicates differently. Everybody interprets actions and statements differently. And sometimes that barrier of like how people communicate can be really, really tough. Things can be said out of frustration or anger, and I always try very hard to be careful with my words. I used to not. I used to not be remotely careful with my words, and cause a lot of pain. I didn't see it at the time. It was all very defensive. It was my anxiety not letting me take a pause and be better. And I feel like lately I've a little bit been on the receiving end of that, which I guess is maybe fair turnaround because I used to not be cautious with my words, but I'm having a hard time not taking those words and letting them change how I'm viewing myself. I think I have a lot of flaws. I think most of us do. But I don't think inherently that I'm a bad person. And lately I feel like I'm a really terrible person, and I don't like feeling that way. I don't want to view myself that way. I always am working on myself continuously, because of where I'm at right today. I did call and leave a message to try to get a therapy appointment in, because I'm unsure what to do going forward. As far as not allowing, I need to take feedback, which I always do my best to do. Again, I didn't used to. But there's a difference between feedback and healthy criticism and then what I'm internalizing and taking on. And I know that. And I know that I need to deal with this in a healthier way. But I don't know how to do it on my own right now. And so this is kind of where I'm at. But I also know where I'm at today is not healthy. I know, and it's not a bad day. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm just feeling off today. Like, I know that the way I'm processing this stuff in my head is not healthy. And I don't know how to stop it. None of my tools, more of my tools are dealt with when I feel anxious. And that's not what this feels like to me. I'm sure it could be linked to anxiety, and that's why I'm making, an appointment to talk to somebody who does know what I'm dealing with better than I do. But I know the way that I'm feeling today and the thoughts that I'm having aren't healthy. And that's hard to, it's hard to admit. And when you have disagreements in your relationships or, tough moments, it's important to take those to heart, right? Because that's how you work through things and grow and build and strengthen the relationship down the road and that kind of thing. But I don't feel good today. I don't feel like I can take anything and turn it to a positive. I don't feel like I am a good person at this moment. I don't feel like I am okay with a lot of things. So, yeah. But these things happen. Setbacks happen. There are good days and bad days. I know all of this. I'm doing my best to, I just tried to do like a little 20-minute workout, hence my hot mess crazy hair. I just tried to get through my to-do list. I'm trying to stay I'm just trying to stay on track and not let this fully derail me. But that's also really hard. But I am proud of myself for knowing that this is a time I need to reach out for help. And I feel good that that is how, when I took a break from therapy, this was kind of the circumstances we talked about, that she felt I was ready to reach out when I was in need of help. And that, if that worked for both of us, that's what we would do. So I've reached out, I've had a couple here and there when things have come up. And this is just one of those times where I need a little outside guidance and help on how to be a better version of myself and have the tools to get there. So yeah, that's where I'm at today, guys. I don't have much else to say. But yeah, like, I'm okay, but I am struggling today. But I'm figuring it out, and I'm gonna get the help that I need to figure it out, and it is what it is. But this is just a reminder, no matter how far you've come, no matter what you're going through, like, there's trials and tribulations, there's ups and downs, there's times you need to reach out for more help, and times that you can do more on your own. I think it's an important thing that we talk about. Therapy doesn't have to be a forever thing. Therapy doesn't have to be a short-term thing. Therapy is, it's there when you need it. And it's fine to need it. It shouldn't be embarrassing. It shouldn't bother anybody. I think more people could benefit from it than ever realized that they could benefit from it. So, you know, I'm not ashamed of any of this. It's hard to talk about because it's hard to put yourself out there to be potentially looked at differently by others or judged or those kind of things. But the only reason those things happen is because people don't like to talk about it. So it is just a vulnerable experience. And I do my best to share as much and as honestly as I can. So yeah, that's where I'm at today. Not in a great place, but I'm gonna figure it out and I'm gonna get to a better place. And in the meantime, I'm using the tools I have to keep myself from getting too far down in a bad place. And yeah, that's all I got today, guys. I'm sorry this isn't a more upbeat video, but again, I think it's important that you guys see that this is what the struggle with mental health is. It's ups and downs, and it doesn't magically get better forever. But yeah, I am gonna go start some stuff for dinner and finish up some things I need to get done. I will be back Saturday with some sort of video. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna put up yet. Something Disney trip related. I don't know if I'm actually going to do like a little like travel day blog or just maybe like start with some of the stuff I took that I showed you guys and tell you like how we used it and what was really useful and what we didn't use and that kind of thing, because I love seeing the packing lists, and I took a lot from those kind of videos, but there's never really a follow-up on like what worked really well, what things could you have left behind and those things. So I kind of want to do one of those videos as well. But yeah, that's all I really have today, guys. Thank you for listening and always supporting me. Little one on the monitor is sick too. We all are coughing. But yes, I hope you have a great week, and I will see you guys this weekend. Bye, guys.